Hello people of the internet, and welcome to this next video, actually the second to last video in my Rare Replay month. Today we are going through a little bit of Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise. A few days ago I actually did the original Viva Pinata. There I went through a little bit more of the beginning and kind of the tutorial stuff. This one I may not do as much. I'll kind of just get into it a little bit more and kind of look at the difference between the two. But I mean, they're essentially the same game, just different content to it. But we'll go ahead and take a look at Viva Pinata, and then tomorrow we end up with the Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, and that'll be it for the Rare month. If you are new to my channel, what I've been doing is every day this month I've released one video every day showing one of the 30 games in the Rare Replay pack that they released at the beginning of the month. And we start out with an achievement. Sweet. So I just released a little short video showing a little bit of each of the games that they released on this Rare Replay pack, and they've all been awesome. It's been great to go back and play through all of these old Rare games, so I highly recommend picking it up if you can. Only $30, but it's only on Xbox One. But if you've got one and you've got $30, definitely pick it up because it is awesome. And if you're wondering why it says Xbox 360, this is on the actual Xbox One. What it's doing is it's utilizing the backwards compatibility that they have built into the system, or going to be starting to more and more as the years go on here. Oh, it's really choppy. That's weird. Anyways, they're utilizing the backwards compatibility that is in the system by pulling the games from the arcade and playing those essentially right on there. But let's go ahead and we're going to start. Yes. Alright, so here we go. The opening here. We've got some bombs set up. We've got we got something going on here. Most of the first one didn't really have a story to it. I mean, it kind of did. This one they kind of delve in and made a little bit more of a story to it. Kind of. If you can make a story around having a garden and the upkeep around having one and animals living in there and everything, so. There's our first little visitor, Bispati.
This pretty little pinata.
So they start you out with a garden, as opposed to the first one, which I can go outside of the garden this time, even though the garden boundaries are set here. I can still go outside of the garden. The first one, they start you out with just like a dry junkyard area, and you have to pick up all the junk and flatten the level, flatten the land out and everything. Here, they start you out with some grassy areas. They start you out with a bunny already, a pretty good shovel, and a couple flowers, so that's kind of cool. And they already give you all of the essentials, the watering can, the shovel, and the grass packet to start out with, so that's kind of nice. And we've got a worm coming to visit. Now, they may not actually stay, it's just showing that what I have in my garden is attracting these certain animals. When they decide to stay, they change into a color and actually stay around your garden.
The worm has.
So we've got a Poppy, and now we've got a Suripent coming to check out the garden here as well. All right, so we're waiting for this Poppy to grow so we can get the Bispati liking our garden here. And we just watered it, and we're just waiting for this to grow. And I love the surroundings and the graphics and stuff for these games. They're awesome. And I do like the fact that you can go outside of your garden to start, because eventually I'm going to be able to get my garden to be this big along this whole edge. So that'll be pretty sweet. Now we're waiting, because we have 3 poppies, we're waiting for this guy to become a resident. If you go into the information screen, it shows you how they need to become a resident, or the requirements, and it says to have 3 poppies. We have 3 poppies, so now we wait. There he is. We have a resident. And there he goes, he's turning colors. So what I like to do with all the Viva Pinata game playthroughs that I do, or not playthroughs, but every time I start, is when I get a new resident, I like to name it, and you can find around. So, because that is our first Bispati, we're going to go into the information screen, We are going to rename him... We'll call it Betty the Bispati. Why not? And there we go. We named it, and now we've got something else here. We'll go over there and check out this. So we can... Oh, this is the... what the tutorial is showing you how to pack up certain items, or certain animals. Because the whole story around this is those guys in the beginning went to steal the information about all the piñatas, but they actually deleted them. And so essentially what you're doing is attracting all of the piñatas to your garden and then shipping them off to be analyzed and put in the system. So we're going to pack in Betty, and there she goes into the shipping box, and just like that, goes to the headquarters to get examined. Well, technically not examined. What it is, they call it a party. So you put it in there and it shoots it off into a piñata party. So I'm kind of still going through some of the tutorial here, so I'll be back. And one thing that they changed in this one compared to the first one you just had your plain garden. This one has different regions that you can go into. So like right now, I'm going to visit the desert. Desert. So here's the desert, and there's a Geki. There's a Sweetle. There he is. So here's our little desert garden. You can only attract certain piñatas in certain areas. So the certain ones in the snow biome, or snow area, and some in the desert area. But we're gonna go ahead and get one of these guys and bring them back. I've got a trap I'm gonna use. I'm gonna place the trap here. And we're gonna finish, and he should fall right into the trap. I've got a bait bag. I'm gonna put some bait down here. There's different versions of it you can go. They're all yams, so we're gonna put a yam down. We're gonna put that away, and then we're gonna wait. But he's not going toward it. Oh wait, here it goes. Come on. Yes. Come into my trap, please. Not gonna hurt you. That's right. And Shazam. Gotcha! Alright, now we are back home. And there's Fanny Franker. Which I think that's the exact same animation that was used in the first game. It looks exactly the same. There's our received crates. It's received. We got a delivery. So now we can put this down here. Drop the crate. Oh, we got a pretzel. And we're getting everybody attracted to our garden. We haven't even done any garden work yet. Oh, except build one flower. Or plant one flower. Build. So let's unpack our box here. There he is. Now let's name him. We have for him to be a resident, we have to have 1 square centimeter of sand. Okay, so we gotta get some sand going. So we've got surface packets. They're not just seeds or grass packets anymore. It's actually surface packets. So we have short grass, and we can switch to sand if we want. We need to start pouring some sand. And we have a new resident, pretzel visitor. Pretzel, and we have a residence now. This guy, Sweetle1, is now a residence. We need to select him, and select the... we're gonna direct him to eat one of the flowers. Because I'm guessing that makes him happy. So, eating a turnip. Oh, that's for romance requirements, but he's gonna eat this. Oh, there he goes. He's a resident, and he's really happy, and we just leveled up, too. The petals around the clock there on the top are kind of like your XP as you build your garden up a little bit more. So, here he is. We need to select him again, and move him toward the flower. The poppy itself. He's going to eat the entire poppy. Oh, yeah, here's Lottie. He's going to eat it. There he goes. He's going to attack the flower. And now he's gonna eat it. There he goes. We got the shipping thing back.
Well done.
And now he can be sent off. Let's name him first. We'll call him Saz. I don't know. Saz the Sweetle. And he's really happy. He liked that a lot. So we're going to select the crate. We're going to pack it. And we're going to pack him with this guy. There he goes. Off to the Pinata party.
Excellent.
Oh, I didn't realize that. If you use the right bumper and left bumper, it actually goes through all of your residents. I don't remember that. Maybe I didn't play it a lot the first time here, but that's kind of cool. It goes through all the residences I have. That's neat. So the next thing I need to do, a bouncing baby pinata. So this is taking me through what I would normally be doing, but it's doing it as the tutorial itself. So this is going to teach me how to actually get a get a baby here. So we're going to press Y for the information, and as you can see, he has to eat one daisy and have a Biscotti house in the garden. So each pinata has to have a certain thing, a certain requirement to then have the romance on there to have more pinatas. So I've got to have him eat a daisy, and I've got to make a Biscotti house somewhere in the garden. And here comes Seedos to give us a bunch of seeds that we can plant and have fun with. And we've got a Sparrowmint looking at our garden. Probably eyeing the whirlwind we've got in there. So I'm waiting on Seedos to come make his way down here and everything, but I mean, really, that's all I was looking to do with this one. If you want to see a little bit more of the action, go back a couple days. I think it's just 2 days, or 2 videos here in the Rare Replay month here. And it shows you a little bit more of the tools and stuff and how we can use those and everything. This was just kind of the basic idea of what Viva Pinata is. It's pretty much just building up your garden, attracting other pinatas. And this one expands a little bit more to give you other areas to go. You can go through into a winter area, the desert. I think there's one other place you can go as well to find certain pinatas to bring them into your area. Kind of like Pokemon, where you go to certain areas to capture certain creatures. But I mean, that's just going to be a quick look at this one. Like I said, if you want to know a little bit more about the Viva Pinata games, go back to 2 videos in the Rare Replay month here, and that shows you a little bit more of us kind of building a garden and everything. But I'll go ahead and wrap this up. So thank you so much for checking this out. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. That would be awesome. And if you like these Rare Replays that I've been doing all month, and if you like Viva Pinata, hey, we got a resident. I got another resident now. Now we got 2 worlds, it looks like. If you like that, leave a couple likes down below. That would be greatly appreciated. And I will talk to you guys soon. And as always, keep on gaming.